I wanted to target people that like my price point, my area. And with Facebook, if you run ads on Facebook, you can't actually narrow it down too close, right? There's a limit. You can only do a 15-mile radius on Facebook targeting. But I was like, I don't want to target 15 miles because a 15-mile radius in my area is, some homes are $2 million, some homes are $200,000, right? So I don't want that big of a range in what I'm trying to target because it doesn't match my marketing. I go back to what Chris has said, speak to the person that you want to speak to. So, what I did is I actually took that ad. I went into my CRM and I found an address in the area that I want. And I basically zoomed in on that image and I used that image as my ad. So when you look at that ad, you'll see it's got Bonnie Lake and Lake Tapps, Washington, which is where I am. And the price points on there are all over $900,000. So as soon as I targeted my image down to the people or to the price points that I wanted, guess what I started getting? I started getting leads that were at that price point. Before, when I was just trying to test with all these other things, I was getting leads anywhere from $200,000 to $2 million. Like, I don't want that. I don't really want that at all. So I started targeting and narrowing it down to the price point that I want, and it worked. So I think from that particular ad, I picked up like 500 leads or something like that. It's pretty insane. And the thing is that someone just said, repeat that golden nugget. Repeat that golden nugget. The golden nugget that I just said is I went into my CRM and I picked an address for a house that I know a friend of mine lives, right? And I want my friend's listing. Okay. She has a beautiful house. I want her listing. So I went and I chose her address as the beginning pinpoint of where I wanted all the image to come from. And the image then from my CRM pulled up in price points in that neighborhood. Testing everything and kind of trying to figure out with the street text funnel, what actually works for your market is super important because we all have different markets. So I can show you now what this looks like. Once it pulls up here, thank you for that. Okay, so here you are. So this is the ad. What's your home really worth? And of course, I get people who are mad at me, whatever. But as you can see, look at the price points, right? So the price points I was telling you, these are all the price points I wanted to hit. I wanted to hit these larger price points. But if you know anything about this area, if you go down here to this place called Wilkeson right here, those are all manufactured homes that are sitting on, 20 acres. I mean, that is very different than a lakefront property that's $1.5 million, right? So it's just two totally different audiences. And if I wasn't very specific about what I wanted when I pulled up my image and used that image, I probably would have gotten from this ad more leads that were coming in on 20 acres and $200,000 manufactured home, right? So that's the thing is you have to be able to use, you have to be able to know what you're going after. And I know Kim's going to talk about niching when she comes on. You have to know what you're going after and you have to be able to be creative and use images that help you get there.